Hey guys, it's Ildi. I'm gonna try to give you a quick answer to the quiz from last week. The quiz was about what could be the one common cause of the following 5 symptoms: constant fatigue and mental fogginess, increased muscle tightness and increased risk of injury, decreased pain tolerance and increased pain sensitivity, increased weight gain and having trouble managing the weight, and waking up with a dry mouth. And some of you have great answers, some of you did not answer. Yes, stress. Stress it is, but what can cause that stress? So stress was not the right answer. Stress is just something that is still caused by this one thing, and that is mouth breathing. Breathing through the mouth can change our life for worse. How that happens or how that can happen, we do need a quick tour of what happens in the body when we breathe through the nose versus through the mouth. I'm going to try to make this quick if I can. So here is my 6 fundamental pillars of well-being and being healthy. I am not going to go through all 6 of them, but the number 2 pillar is breathing. We take about 18,000, 22,000 breaths a day, and how we take these breaths is pretty much going to define how we feel, how we act. Now there are about 500 different breathing techniques out there, and we're not going to go into any of those. I don't have time for that, you don't have time to watch that much of me. So let's just talk about nose breathing versus mouth breathing and how these 5 things could be happening if we constantly breathe through the mouth. So when we breathe through the mouth, we do activate our fight or flight nervous system. When we breathe through the nose, we activate our sympathetic nervous system, which is the homeostasis, which is rest and digest. So when we breathe through the nose, with that constant increase of oxygen and not enough carbon dioxide and nitric oxide from the nose lining, the blood pH will change. And this is the trick to everything that I mentioned earlier. When the blood becomes more acidic, it's going to be the whole body in a more acidic environment, every single cells. And what is happening when the whole blood is acidic is going to change our brain chemistry. Every action, every movement, every sensation is coming from our brain. So when there is a change in brain chemistry, all of those will change. When the blood pH is more acidic, muscle tightness increases. It's just chemistry. More acidic environment, everything gets shorter, muscle tightness increases, the risk of injury will increase, having the muscles constantly short. There is number 1. Our pain tolerance will decrease and the pain sensitivity will increase. And that is again just a byproduct of the chemistry, the brain chemistry being changed by the blood pH. So there is our pain answer. When the blood pH changes, there is going to be a change in the hormone functions. And we know that our hormones are guiding our glands and the output of all of those glands. So a couple of things I'd like to mention in here. One of them is digestive hormones will be changing. Our metabolism will be changing. When we constantly in a sympathetic override, our blood gets shunts to the arms and to the legs, to the limbs, because we do want to be able to or stay and fight or run away. So those muscles definitely need extra blood, and there is not going to be any blood flow or very little to the organs in the abdominal and the chest cavity. So our digestive system is not getting enough blood, is not going to do the work, and if we keep being on a constant sympathetic override, our digestion will shut down. We don't need to digest today if we're gonna be dead tomorrow, all right? Flight or fight. So there is our digestion, there is our weight gain or weight management issues. The other hormone that is very important is what happens to our adrenal glands. Adrenal glands are constantly getting activated, and they get in an override. When they so much override that they actually fatigue out, and they have to work extra hard to keep us going. So when the adrenal glands become constantly fatigued, our days throughout the day we don't have that much energy. I'm sure we all have days when we feel like that, and it's not that just we fatigued when in the afternoon, but we also get up and wake up fatigued, and we have this tiredness, this mental fogginess, no clear thoughts. So that is actually an effect of mouth breathing. Now you can see or think of, if you have to speak throughout the day, if you're a teacher, if you're a presenter, we really need to work on how we can make this remedy later on the day or during the night to counter the constant breathing patterns that we practice all day long. So there is the constant fatigue. And also when we breathe through the mouth, we do get a dry mouth. There is no juices to help to create moisture in our inner lining of the mouth while we breathe in through the mouth. I know this is a little, this might sound a little weird. Probably we'll have another video on explaining this a little better. But the inner nose lining and the inner mouth lining does different things. The inner nose lining prepares the air to keep the whole air moisture and good temperature so it can freely flow through our windpipe. And the mouth inner lining has a different job. It has to keep it has to prepare the digestive enzymes for digestion. So we should not be confusing what we do with the nose and with the mouth. One more thing I didn't mention in the quiz is actually reproduction. So when people try to get pregnant, male or female, and there is a huge change in the blood pH level, that might make it harder to create an offspring. So that was a very quick explanation. I could spend about 3 days on every single thing, every single point of what I just said. Please send me an email, text me or email me or call me if you have any question, or if you think there would be if it would be helpful for you to have another short video on any of the above subjects. And I will tell you who the winners were. Talk to you soon. Bye.